Boerne Radio 103.9 FM. Coming up at 10:30, it's Ceasefire with Dale Adams and Ron Cisneros. But right now, time for the Ascent with Sam McGee. This show is sponsored by Crestmont Private Wealth, and this is Boerne Radio.
The opinions expressed are those of the host. The material is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute investment advice, and it is not intended as an endorsement for any specific investment. Visit CrestmontPW.com for more details.
Welcome to The Ascent. This is Sam McGee with Crestmont Private Wealth. We have offices in Houston, Texas, in Boerne, Texas, and very soon to be, not confirmed yet, but close, Midland, Texas. We are a fiduciary wealth advisor that focuses on the high earning and high net worth. Typically, clients have $1 million in liquidity or above, and we do comprehensive wealth planning. For more details, you can find us at CrestmontPW.com. Today, we've got Alec Walker, EVP of Financial Planning, on the show. Welcome back on the show, Alec.
Hey, Sam. Happy to be here.
Alec works in our Houston office, and we've been working together for, well, what's the odometer count now, Alec?
11 years now.
11 years and change. Yeah, pretty wild. So if you're listening to this in Boerne and you want to meet Alec, you've probably heard his voice on the radio and on the app. He will be here on June 10th for our ribbon cutting at our 604 South Main Street office to celebrate our windows facade grant from the city of Boerne, as well as a ribbon cutting on the move for our Chief Operating Officer, Hannah Perry, over to the Boerne area. So we're really excited about that. So Alec, today we're going to be talking about simplification and single pane of glass for the wealthy family. Alec, what does that look like, and what does Crestmont do to make that experience work?
Yeah, so really excited to announce some new tools and technologies that are available for our clients. So for many years, we've used a software called eMoney for our financial planning analysis and a single pane of glass, a single portal for clients to access to see things. Well, you know, initially it started out as just kind of a view-in portal for clients to use. There wasn't a ton of functionality, but over the years, there's been many advancements, upgrades, features that have been added to that. And just recently, eMoney came out with their enhanced premium client portal that Crestmont decided to invest in and enroll for our clients to now utilize the new features. And I think really the main thing, if you've used eMoney before or you haven't yet used the eMoney client portal, or as we like to call it, the CPW client portal, the biggest new addition is a fully integrated mobile app that you can download in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, so that you can not only have the same great web-based functionality that eMoney's had before, but now a fully native mobile app.
And what does eMoney, which by the way is not an endorsement, we can't endorse anything specific. This is just kind of a white labeled client experience of software that we use. But what does eMoney do for the wealthy client, wealthy family, say, who's on the go or running a business, or maybe they're retired? What is the best way to describe the experience of that single pane of glass?
Well, like you said, Sam, I think the biggest thing is for clients to be able to see everything in one place, and also just enhance the communication between us as the advisor and the client, you know, whether that's sharing data, updating information, running quick analysis. And that's one of the key upgrades with the mobile app and some of the new features, such as the Explore mode and the My Plan, is to enhance that collaboration and communication between the clients and advisors, so that while they're busy traveling, working, raising their family, that they're not worried about what's going on. If that information is up to date, or there can be a quick sharing of information back and forth between us and the client, that we can stay on top of their situation and they're not having to worry about it. From a user standpoint, just to point out some things that I'm really excited about. So I pulled up the app. If you go to your app store, search eMoney Client Portal, you'll see the little lowercase e in white on a blue background. I'm pulling up my homepage. Up in the top left, I can quickly see all of our links, you know, to follow our podcast, go to our website, see us on YouTube, LinkedIn, schedule a meeting right there within the app. If there's a task, maybe we just had a meeting and we needed to get an updated account statement for a client, we can actually assign that task and it'll send out a push notification to the client that'll show up when they open that app. So it's very intuitive, very easy to use. Scrolling down on the home page, you can customize that. You can see all of your accounts. Any accounts that we manage, we automatically link those. Those values update daily and automatically update. But you as the client can go in and you can connect your bank account. You can connect your 401k through your employer, credit cards, debit cards to track spending. So you can see everything in one place. It's great. And the one thing that we really like about eMoney is they continue, this was the first iteration of the mobile app, but over time they continue to improve the software, improve features, and they take good feedback from the client and advisor community on, hey, our clients would love to see this. So we really encourage folks, like I said, if you haven't used it or have, download the app, start exploring, and see what benefits you can take from that.
That's great. And, Alec, when I sit here and I think about this, I think of the experience I have with my GP. Go to the doctor, maybe you do a blood test, you get results in there, you got like the whole framework of a vault, a secure vault for lab work, and, maybe a message from the PA or something like that. It's kind of similar to that. And I think that's something that maybe would resonate with our clients and our listeners. It is the central command for your hub on your finances. And yeah, we've put a lot of time into this. And I think this app is going to be a really nice resource. I just actually downloaded it this morning to eat the home cooking myself. And it does have a dual authentication code. It does recognize Face ID, and so it's secure. And what I like about this is instead of me having to go to my 401k at Crestmont in a separate app, and then going to Charles Schwab or, looking at my life insurance, maybe at Banner or John Hancock, everything's there in the hub in eMoney. And so what does that look like for people that are maybe power users, as you call it, of eMoney? What are the things that they can use from it that kind of affect their life?
Yeah, I think the power users are going to really love the biometric indicators like Face ID. The fact that the mobile app is more connected with your password keepers, whether it's on your phone or a separate software, it's going to be very easy to update your connections and reconnect accounts to track your spending and things like that. And then just some smaller adjustments, the vault. The vault is probably one of the top two reasons on whether you're a power user or a basic user when you need it. The vault is one of those top two reasons. But now on your phone, let's say we reach out and say, hey, we need a copy of your updated driver's license or a statement. You can go to the shared documents folder in the vault, add a new file, and take a picture of your ID and upload it automatically to the vault. So it's a great way to share documents securely back and forth, client to advisor, Crestmont to client. And also, of course, the number one reason is quarterly performance reports are automatically populated there in the vault. So between sharing information, having those performance reports right there, those are the top two reasons for anyone to download the app. And for the power users, there's going to be so much more back and forth communication that I think could be centered upon the app as we start to use it more heavily going forward.
Well, the funny thing is, as we've been sitting here recording and we're Bluetoothing from my phone to the recording studio, I've had 2 notifications pop up on eMoney. And so I probably need to turn that off before I record next time. But it just goes to show that it is an active app, and you can make that user experience as distracting as you like or as go-to, when you want to, as you like. I'm looking at a couple things in here that I think are interesting and relate to maybe some of our listeners' situations too, because this is such a all-encompassing wealth management platform looking at assets, income, life insurance, your home value, your second home value if you have a second home, your goals. Maybe you have kids that are going to college that you're saving for it. It's kind of covering the gamut plus your expenses if you've linked in your credit cards. And when I look at this, I see my goals, and I've got retirement on here, which is a long ways off, and then I've got Izzy going to college and Samuel going to college, and it gives the time frame that's happening, and there's a little button above that says, how am I doing? And it's so interesting. I just clicked it, and it gave me my probability of success on that, which is good. It looks like actually my kids have 100% probability of success. I'm 93% on retirement, so I probably need to work a little longer, Alec.
Yeah, between the goals and the new Explore mode that just came out with the client portal, it's a great way for collaboration. I could start an exploration right now on major purchase, home purchase, and run a quick calculation, and then there's a button at the end that says share with advisor or not, and I have the option to share with the advisor. That would ping me, send a notification, and then maybe that allows us to start the process of, hey, what's the kind of the price range that you're looking for? Let's go in and update some of the factors within your plan that we're missing, and let's run some more detailed, in-depth analysis on that. So it's a great way to like I said, increase that collaboration.
No, that's great. And I think we're getting pretty close to out of time. So maybe in closing comments, I would maybe have a bit of a call to action on our client base, because this does go out to the broad public. It is on Boerne Radio as well, and it goes to iHeart and Apple Music podcasts, et cetera, et cetera. The call to action here is, if you have any life insurance documents, wills, trusts, anything that has not been reviewed by the wealth advisory team at Crestmont, and you want to upload that and have us analyze that, look at it in your current situation, Alec, how would they do that?
The steps to do that is, if you already have an eMoney client portal, download the app, go online, upload those documents to the vault. If you have not yet requested your access, you can reach out to myself or Hannah to send you those credentials. And I would highly encourage everybody to upload those secure estate planning and wills, life insurance documents to the portal, so we can review that for you, and it's secure. If something were to happen to you, we've got copies of that to share with your beneficiaries and loved ones at the appropriate time if necessary.
That's awesome. Well, that's all we have time for today. Alec, thank you for joining us. This is Sam McGee and Alec Walker with Crestmont Private Wealth. You can find us on the web, crestmontpw.com. Have a great weekend, and God bless.